What's up, guys? Brandon here, WNC Outdoors. Right here on the lake this morning, about 7 o'clock. I'm gonna see if we can't get on a little topwater bite. I'm gonna throw the old 8-weight. Got a mouse fly on. I'm gonna try this for a little while. Can't make something happen. Later on, we'll probably have to break out the conventional and go deep when the sun gets a little higher. But stay tuned. Let's see if we can't get on a few.
The video is so blurry, guys. It is so humid here in the south, especially in the mornings, and it didn't seem to matter what I did. I just could not keep my camera lens from fogging up, but it gets better later in the day, so bear with me.
So we've had some rain the last few days. It's cooled the water off some. I think it's down to about 78 degrees. Fish should be shallow early in the mornings and late in the evenings. So what I'm doing is I'm throwing this mouse pattern fly at the banks and just pulling it over laydowns in deeper structure. When I say deeper, I mean 5 to 10 feet.
This fly is great because it imitates so many different things. I mean, a fish will eat it for a frog, for bluegill, busting, for, bait fish, and of course, a mouse. Great pattern to have in your box.
Giving it just some erratic pops, trying to draw some attention, trying to draw these fish out of the brush. As you're about to see, it definitely gets some attention. Hammered that mouse. Awesome. I knew it was going to happen eventually. Starting to have my doubts, but sometimes you want to catch it on a mouse, you just gotta throw the mouse. You gotta just stick with it until it happens. And it did, so awesome.
I know you can't see what's going on here because the lighting's terrible, the lens is fogged up, yada yada yada. But as I explained to you here in just a second, I get hooked up with an absolute toad of a smallmouth, at least for this lake. I'd guess probably 3 or 4 pounder. And he's off.
Oh, no! I just had a nice smallmouth, a good fish, come up and hit that thing, got me wrapped up, broke me off. Not expecting that. Little bitty guy. they kind of get competitive. I popped that thing a couple times. Fish sort of came out and looked at it. He was laying underneath it, wasn't sure about it. Other fish come in from the side. As soon as that other fish came in, the one underneath it just hammered it. He didn't want that other fish to get to it. Alright guys, we're going to go back over here where this big largemouth followed that mouse out. I got a different fly on now, so we're going to see if we can't get him to play. Hopefully my battery doesn't die. It's just about dead. That is what you call non-target species. Pretty little thing though. Alright guys, the sun's getting up. I think we're gonna move to a different spot. We're gonna run down the river and see if we can't get on just a little bit more topwater before we get into that weird midday period. Start having to go down deep. So stay with me. Let's see if we can't find a few more. Alright guys, it's about 11 o'clock. The bite on the fly kind of died off, so I think it's time to break out the bait casters. I got on a deep diving crankbait, got a big curly tail worm, big zoom magnum. Got a shaky head. Drag the big worm around, see if I can't find something on the bottom. I got a Cinco on too, in case I find something shallow. But I got my fish finder on. I know you can't see it. I'm just looking for some fish right now. Alright, so I stopped at this kind of a rocky point, got some big boulders in it. I marked some fish on it. I'm going to drag around this big magnum zoom worm around, see if I can't pull something out. the fall, as they tend to do. As soon as my worm hit the water there, it was sinking just a second after it hit the water there. My line just went slack. I knew it was a lot deeper than that, so set the hook on him, and there he was. Get another one. So, I don't know if you can see or not, that last fish I caught him right here. I was throwing right here, because there's a little bit of a transition. We've got this small gravelly bank right here, and then bigger rocks, and it gets a lot steeper. We've also got a big laydown right here. So I was just kind of fan casting in there. I knew there had to be a fish holding in there, and sure enough, there he was. So, just things to look for when you're out. Hey guys, back at the house here. Only caught one more little dink on that worm. Didn't get it on camera. I was trying to save my battery. It was on my last one. But the pontoons and the wakeboard boats and the jet skis, they all started moving in, and I decided that it was time to go. So anyway, I was just going to do a little recap. Just throwing the mouse earlier this morning first thing on this 8-weight. It's a Redington Vaping. I got the red because they didn't have the black. I think it's obnoxious, but the fish don't care what color it is. I don't care what color it is. Anyway, it's a pretty good rod. I just got it. I was going to do a box opening, maybe a little review, but I was too anxious to get into it. So maybe we'll do a review later on it. And then, after the topwater bite kind of died off, started throwing this Texas rigged worm, this Zoom, big old Magnum curly tail. I think the color is Sungill. Pretty good clear water pattern, clear water color. Just throwing it up on the bank. I was pretty far off the bank. Throw it on the bank, drag it back real slow to me. And that's how I caught the rest of the fish that day. So if you like this video, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Let me know what I can do to make it better. And remember, you can't catch them from the couch. So get up and go get them.